Good morning, Laura.
Good morning, Philippe.
Please welcome our Deliverance Church Kira children who are joining us in this movie theater as we watch a movie in line with Psalm 46.
Amen. And by the way, the movie we are watching is about refugees, of people that ran from their countries due to wars and killings.
Oh sure. We are going to look at Psalm 46, God being a refuge and strength. I hope you had a wonderful week. Our weekly challenge was to write a big thank you psalm for our families, our friends and relatives, ourselves and our country Uganda. One of the things I am thankful to God for is that Uganda is generally a peaceful country. People from other countries, like South Sudan and Somalia, come and stay in Uganda. As they find safety in Uganda, they seek refuge, and when in Uganda, they are called refugees. Psalm 46 reminds us that the Lord is our refuge and strength. God provides safety for us and is strong enough to protect us from all harm, danger and trouble. He is strong and mighty, nothing takes him by surprise. He can do all things. Oh really?
Yes.
And that is why God can do all things. He created everything and has power over all creation. That is why he is our refuge and strength. God gives you an open invitation to make him your refuge, for he is strong and can be trusted. God, our refuge and strength. The psalmist describes situations that are very troublesome. For example, earthquakes, floods, mountains falling in the ocean, wars, etc. Have you seen any of these things happening?
Yes. Earthquakes makes everything shake and sometimes the ground falls in.
What?
Yes. Verse 1 reminds us that God is our refuge and place of safety from all these troubles.
Oh yes. He is strong enough to protect us from all harm. This reminds me of the story of Noah. In Genesis chapter 6, 7, and 8. God created a perfect world for us to live in. Adam and Eve disobeyed God, and sin entered into the world. People began to do all sorts of bad and evil things. They killed, stole, hated, worshipped other gods, and this made God very sad. People didn't go to him for safety and protection.
They all did worse to protect themselves, and trouble and chaos increased on the earth. Do these things still happen today? Can you name some?
Yes. Just like before. One man walked with God and did what was right before God. God decided to destroy all he had created with a flood. God offered the ark as a place of refuge from the flood. Noah built the ark and made a call to all people to come into the ark so that they would be saved from the flood. The people laughed at Noah. They thought he was crazy.
Oh really? How could they think of him that way?
You know? So anyway, the animals came into the ark in order to be safe from the rain. Noah and his family too entered the ark. God closed the door of the ark, and it started to rain for 40 days and 40 nights, all that were in. The ark were saved as the ark provided refuge and safety for them. All that weren't in the ark were destroyed, for there was nothing that could shelter them and protect them from the flood. God, our refuge and strength.
Wow. I now see. In God we find safety and protection. In the troublesome times, God speaks and the wars stop. God is strong to handle all our troublesome situations. The God of Jacob is our fortress, safe place. What would you do if the things and people you thought were your refuge and strength were no more?
God commands us in verse 10 to be still and know that he is God. This basically means, don't move, stay put, don't worry, and know that God is with you. Troubled times will come. Jesus said, in this world, you will have lots of trouble, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome. Help. God, our refuge and strength. We live in troubled times, sickness in our bodies, death of our loved ones, a disease that is threatening the whole world, loss of jobs for our parents, stress, and the list goes on. The psalmist encourages us to go to God, who is our refuge and strength in times of trouble.
Wow. That is powerful. Philippe.
Yes. God commands us in verse 10 to be still and know that he is God. This basically means, don't move, stay put, Don't worry and know that God is with you. Troubled times will come, Jesus said. In this world, you will have lots of trouble, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome. Help. God, our refuge and strength, we live in troubled times, sickness in our bodies, death of our loved ones, a disease that is threatening the whole world, loss of jobs for our parents, stress, and the list goes on. The psalmist encourages us to go to God, who is our refuge and strength in times of trouble.
Okay. That is why Psalm 46:11 reassures us that the God of heaven's armies is here among us. He is with us. Trust in Him. If you are watching from Deliverance Church Kira, you can share your testimony and then read Psalm 46 together. Today, would you come to God with your troubles and problems?
Yes, sure, why not? He alone is the strong refuge and can protect us. Our biggest problem in this world is sin. It's only God that can provide safety for our souls from hell. All you have to do is ask Him. Pray this prayer with me. Then pray to God, our refuge and strength, to come through for us. Psalm 46, when God is our refuge and strength, and ever-present help in times of trouble. Weekly challenge: think of a time when you were in trouble, and God came through for you. Write it down, expressing yourself to God.
If you are watching from Deliverance Church Kira, I would like to make a refuge at home and on how to make it.
Okay, sure.
Yes. Get a bed sheet or a bed cover depending on the size of your table. Could be a study table, coffee table, or even dining table. Using the bed sheet, cover the whole table and leave an opening as a door. Whenever you feel troubled, run to your refuge and say a prayer to God. Remind Him He is your refuge and strength, and ever-present help in times of trouble. Take 1 minute and be still in His presence.
That is so fun.
Yes. Go on and read the scriptures from the book of Psalms. Monday, Psalm 139, 1-5. Tuesday, Psalm 139, 6-10. Wednesday, Psalm 139, 11-15. Thursday, Psalm 139, 16-20. Friday, Psalm 139, 21-24. Saturday, Psalm 139, 1-24.
Thank you, Laura, for this beautiful insight.
Thank you for hosting me. See you next Sunday. Bye.
Bye. Bye.